Hello friends, welcome. I am Dr. Enes Naik from the Department of Structural Engineering, Sanjivani College of Engineering, Kopargaon. Friends, we have already discussed how to draw column and footing and how to add reinforcement in column and footing. And now today we will discuss how to draw drawing for a beam, how to place reinforcement in it, etc. Now very first, open Revit architecture, select suitable template, and now very first we have to select the level at which we have to place the beam. Now here I will draw beam at slab level. Therefore in structural plan I will select slab level. So I am at slab level. Now let us assume that we are having a beam of span 8 meters and its dimensions 230 by 450 mm. So I will draw a beam. Now to draw a beam we have to select slab level, then go to structure tab, then select beam. Now if you select the beam from this ribbon, you will have a beam like this, W shaped beam, or it is a steel beam. Now I am here drawing concrete beam, therefore I will load the family. Then in family, open the Revit family. We will go to structural framing, because beams can be drawn from structural framing only. Then since we are discussing concrete beam, let us click concrete beam. Click on concrete rectangular beam. So now the software will load concrete rectangular beam. Now edit the beam as per our requirement. So press edit type button and never forget to create duplicate beam. So press the duplicate button and here we can name the beam. So this beam we are editing as per our requirement. Therefore here I will rename the beam as 230 by 450 mm. So this is my beam. Now I have to edit the dimensions here. Here width of my beam is equal to 230 mm. I have already changed the scale. Here you can type 230 mm and the height or the depth of the beam is 450 mm. Okay, then press apply. OK, so the beam is created, cross section of the beam is created. Now our beam length is 8000 mm or 8 meter. So here we'll draw the beam like this, 800 mm. Double escape. So beam is placed at slab level. You can check it. So at slab level I am having this beam. This is the concrete beam. Okay, again I will come to the slab level. Before that, for our convenience, we will keep these levels or level bubble close to our diagram so that we can observe the levels. So this is the beam which you can observe in elevation. Now I will go to slab level again, and here we have to create sections. One is cross section and second will be the L section. So go to section and create a section like this. So this is the section created. Now I want to observe this beam from this side, therefore I will change the direction of the section. OK, and second section I will place along the length like this. So these sections will be useful while placing the reinforcement. So bring it close to the section line. So this is the section. You can observe the beam from this section like this. Okay, this is slab and these are the two sections, section 1 and section 2. Here you can go through the section by clicking section 1 and section 2. Now after placing the sections, I will go to section 1. You can go either from this tab or directly you can double click on the section, so the section will be visible. So this is our beam. Okay, you can hide this section. This is section 2. If you place the cursor on it, it will show views section 2. We can hide this section. Just click right button, hide in view and element. Now we are having a clear view of our beam. Okay, section 2 is now not visible to us. Now we will place the cover. In this beam, first we will place the cover. So go to cover tab. So here cover setting tab will appear. Just press on these three dots. You will have rebar cover setting. So by default 25 mm cover is there. 25 mm cover is there. Remember, we will place in this beam or in the beam under consideration, we will place main bar of 8 mm diameter. Remember, all these details will be given by your designer, and then using those drawings you can select proper dimensions for all the reinforcement or the rebars. Okay, here we are just discussing how to place reinforcement, how to draw beam, and that's why I am using the dimensions randomly. So I will place 8 mm 5 bar and I will place rebar cover of 25 mm, that is 1 inch. Okay, so this is the cover. This is the cover which we will use. Press OK and now select the beam to place the cover. Cover is placed in the beam. The cover is placed in the beam. Now we will place the rebar. Again go to structure tab. We are already in structure tab, right? Then go to rebar. So message will appear as usual. Rebar shape definitions will include hooks and will ignore end treatment. So we have to load this family. Press OK. No rebar shape family is loaded in the project. It means that we have to open the family. So again I will start from the first step, Revit family. Okay, structural rebar shapes, Control A, select all, open. Now the software will load all the rebar shapes. Of course it will take some time, and then we will place the stirrups first and then we will place the main bars. So here just for understanding purpose I will place the bars of 8 mm diameter in the form of main reinforcement. It is still loading the family. Okay, families or the rebar shapes are loaded but not visible on this screen. So simply here rebar shape, press this button, all the shapes will be visible to you. Just move in downward direction, you will find the shape of stirrup. Yes. We will select this shape T1. Select this shape and try to place it. Okay. You can place it like this. So stirrup is now placed in the beam. Double escape, and now we can check the diameter of this stirrup bar. So stirrups, just select it, edit type. Okay, bar diameter is 0.50 inch. So let us duplicate it. We will write here 8 mm, 8 mm, 8 mm stirrup. Okay, the bar diameter 8 mm. Deformation, here I will select plain bars. Okay, so now the stirrup is having 8 mm diameter. Stirrup is having 8 mm diameter. You can press this fine tab so that the thickness of the stirrup or the bar will be visible in your drawing. Right? Now we will again go to the structural plans, slab level, and now I will select section 2. So this is section 2. This is section 2. Okay. Let us hide this section 1 from the view. Hide in view element. Okay. And now this is stirrup. This is stirrup which we have placed in cross section. Now in case of a beam, since at the end shear forces are having maximum value, and that's why the spacing is reduced near the support, and this distance for which the stirrups are placed closely is equal to L by 3 from its end. So now span of our beam is 8 meters. So just I will give the dimensions. I will check the dimensions. Yes, this is 8 meter. Length of the beam is 8 meter. Okay. Now let us mark section at a distance of L by 3 from the end. L by 3 means 8,000 upon 3. So 8,000 upon 3, it will be equal to, upon 3, it will be equal to 2.66 meters. 2.66 meters. So let us use again the anode tab, select detail line command, and thus you can mark it like this: 22 or 2.67 meters. So 2666, correct value is 2666, 2666 mm. Okay, press enter. So the section is marked. So in this portion the stirrups will have close spacing. Again from this side we can mark it 2666. Later on we can remove these lines. So here we have to maintain the spacing of stirrups close to each other. So this is equal to L by 3. This distance is equal to L by 3. This is equal to L by 3. Okay. Now this is the stirrup which is placed in cross section. Select that stirrup and go to rebar set. So in rebar set you will find layout single. So I will just click the drop down and I will select maximum spacing, and then again I will write the spacing. Now my spacing for this particular portion, which is equal to L by 3, is 100 mm. Remember, I am assuming these values. These values will be provided by the designer. Okay, so this is the section. I will just override the graphics element. I will increase the transparency, apply, and OK. Let me go to section again. So these are the stirrups. Select these stirrups, go to rebar set, and here we can change the spacing to 100 mm. 100 mm, enter. Okay, and drag these stirrups like this. So here the stirrups are having close spacing. Now same set we will place here in this portion. So just select it, go to copy command, select the corner and drag it like this. Okay. So the stirrups are placed. Now for the middle portion, the stirrups will have more spacing. So here we will assume that the spacing is 130 mm. So again copy and place this set for the middle portion. For the middle portion. Okay. Select that middle portion. Then rebar set maximum spacing, and now I will consider the spacing as 130 mm. 130 mm, and I will limit this for the middle portion. So you can see there is a change in spacing. If suppose I will change, now I will change it to 200 mm just for to differentiate these sets from each other. See, now the spacing is increased. So in this way we can change the spacing. Now we will again make the view to fine mode, and we can observe all the stirrups placed in the beam. We can check it. We can check it in 3D view. Just let me change the transparency by element. Transparency we have to change in each and every view. Apply OK. So these are the stirrups. These are the stirrups. Again here I will make it fine so that the thickness can be visible. Okay. Again I will go to south view. In south view we have not changed the transparency. This is south view. Okay, so here again fine view, the first set of stirrups, override the graphics by element, pattern, solid. We can select color, say red color. Okay, apply. Okay, So this is the end set in red color. Here also you can give color to this first set of stirrups. Override in graphics by element, solid, red, ok, apply, ok. And for the middle portion I will use different color. Override by element, pattern, solid, color I will select blue color, ok, apply, ok, so that you can see the different sets of stirrups. So these are the stirrups. Here we can select consistent colors